Okay, let's do this thing. AEW Dynamite review. For once, it's not a theme episode like, a Quake about what a Quake is about a lake, I believe, is next week, if I'm not mistaken. But not another Fighter Fest or, Fight for the Fallen or Shark Week or whatever crazy gimmick match they could come up this week. Honestly, wasn't that bad of a show. A little bit more pacing, I guess, this week. Some would think right now with all these changes going on in wrestling, will Tony Khan try to book this show better? I don't know, okay? Because honestly, I've said it before, even from a few years ago when this little Wednesday night battle happened. I always said Triple H was a better booker than Tony Khan, and I do stand by that right now. As now some would say, "Oh, it's a war again and whatnot." Is it? I don't know. Okay, but I do stand by that. I still think half of these guys may be jumping ship back to WWE. I feel like at this point, because come on, who's the head of creative now? Think about that. But we kick it off though with Jay Lethal versus Orange Cassidy. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I missed the first 6 minutes of this match because when I saw who was in the ring, I'm like, oh, it's Cassidy? Okay, I don't really need to care that much. But then again, why is he taking Jay Lethal to the fucking limit out here? Jay Lethal, I'm like, Jay Lethal better win this match because Jay Lethal's taking enough L's right now from Samoa Joe at the, Death Before Dishonor show or to Ric Flair and Andrade last Sunday at the whole Ric Flair last match thing, them going against Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal out there. So I'm like, Lethal needed to get a win right here, okay? Now, someone said it doesn't make sense is that Jay Lethal, who lost to Joe, is now going for the title against Wardlow for the TNT belt because Sanjay Dutt and Satam Singh came out there talking about Orange Cassidy and then Wardlow, man, he's next and whatnot. And basically, you better come get to the ring now. We're going to break Orange Cassidy's leg. The best friends came for the save, as Wardlow did also. Basically, going in the ring and telling Jay Lethal, come on. Basically said, how about Battle of the Belts 3? We do this. Wardlow said, welcome to Wardlow's world. And it doesn't matter where or when. Wardlow's going to whoop that ass. Basically, like I said, the match was what it was. However you want to take it with Orange Cassidy and Jay Lethal and whatnot, and give Jay Lethal credit for doing what he did out here. Hopefully, Jay Lethal's got something going on for him because, like I said, the guy just had a title match. Now he's gonna be facing at another title match now. I guess a Battle of the Belts. So, but he needed a win right here because I think Jay Lethal took a loss. I think he took a loss last Friday on Rampage in some random 6-man tag, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, Rampage is just not looking good in general. And I'm not even going to get in the card after what I saw tonight, what was coming up for this week. Right after that, the Undisputed Era. The Undisputed Era was back with the Young Bucks. Basically, they were all back there. Adam Cole, it's time for story time, baby. He says he's not medically cleared, and they've been talking about success and what they could improve around here. And we got great chemistry and whatnot, but talk about importance and loyalty and everything, and that he came to AEW with the Bucks, but he's traveled and fought all over the world with O'Reilly and Fish, and talk about this 6-man tag belt tournament and whatnot, and basically talk about the Bucks first, and it's nothing more than see the Elite to win this tournament, but him and Kyle aren't cleared, and that could choose Bobby Fish, so they wouldn't be able to do the tournament, and you won't be able to physically do the tournament. Next thing you know, the Undisputed Era start beating up the Young Bucks then, which honestly I don't really mind that. I was kind of happy to see that. Hangman Page came out then for some reason with butterfly jeans on, which made no sense to me. Who he did help the Bucks with a lead pipe, basically helping them up. So I guess the Hung Bucks are going to be back into this tournament. Hangman's supposed to be a cowboy, right? Why are you out here coming out looking like Shaggy, some would say from Scooby-Doo? You look like a damn hippie out there. I don't know what's with Hangman lately in this gear. Like, he looked like one of those, like, moms that do, like, Saturday errands and whatnot, doing chores when he was doing a promo a few weeks ago. Now he's coming out with butterfly pants. Some of we could have horse pants or some with horses on it, but just come out with some regular jeans, a t-shirt, and you come make the save and look like a badass, okay? Not wear some butterfly jeans. It's not helping him, and it doesn't make him look good, okay? Like I said, don't wonder this guy's really falling off after he won after the whole world title. But then again, it was already kind of iffy with him as the world champion to begin with throughout time. But I don't think him coming out with butterfly pants did not make him look good out here. It really didn't. Okay, it just didn't. Right after that, Moxley was kind of promo talking about, Jericho and Willa Yuta later on tonight. Christian Cage, I guess, was kind of promo in the back. So Jungle Boy, like, he was trying to run him over because Hangman said, or not Hangman, but Christian said he was raised by terrible people. And, Jungle Boy got a car trying to get him, but he couldn't do it. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter went against Thunderstorm out there, even a t-shirt that says Sandbag. And honestly, this is a pretty good tag match. And the women weren't in the death spot this week. I still think the champion has enough or much going on for her, Thunder Rosa. And then now they have to recycle a feud between her and Britt Baker again. So I feel like it'll be a match with them at All Out. But no, this is a pretty good tag match. Jamie Hayter getting the win like a rainmaker, it looked like, onto Toni Storm. So I enjoyed the match. It wasn't that bad out there. It really wasn't. I enjoyed that match. They had a video package for Tate Conti and Sammy Guevara. I guess, they're getting married soon because he's engaged to her, which, I kind of find it funny that he engaged to another girl. I'm kind of saying, how long will it take till Sammy ends up cheating on her and moving on to the next one? Then again, he'd be stupid enough to let that go. Because I say, if you end up cheating on that, I hope fuck someone 10 times hotter than her. Because I'm like, I don't think you want to let that one go. Eddie Kingston ended up interrupting and he says, nobody cares about the wedding and all that. He has a match at I guess he wants a match at All Out and everything, so he has a contract for that. They went to Taz then after playing what happened with Team Taz last week, and he said that Team Taz is over, it's dead, and he wished the rest of everybody in the best of their, in their futures. Powerhouse Hobbs came out and destroyed Ren Jones, which Ricky Starks then came in and attacked Hobbs, but Hobbs ended up getting him with the big spine buster to take him down, so it was pretty smooth right there what he did, not bad. But his Team Taz thing could be a match with Hobbs and Starks at All Out. We'll see. Darby Allin cut a promo about Brody King, about the coffin match coming up. Jim Ross was out there next for Matt Hardy and Christian Cage in a match. Very good match. I think Hardy looked better than he has been, since been in AEW and whatnot. I know we haven't really seen Matt Hardy around since the whole Jeff Hardy situation, but Matt was not bad out there. Christian Cage ended up getting the win, though, hitting the kill switch on him. So I did like this match between Hardy and Christian Cage. Christian Cage ended up getting the chairs then. Gonna do the concerto. Luchasaurus came out. Jungle Boy ended up sneaking from behind, trying to get him with the chairs, but Christian ran through the crowd then. Jungle Boy had a t-shirt said like Christian Cage is a pussy, I believe. So that was pretty funny. Daniel Garcia was, gloating about beating Danielson last week. So there you go. Ethan Page was in the ring talking about why he wasn't on TV lately. Every single week, he can have an action figure, why he's not on a bus, why he's in around. Stokely Hathaway is just standing out there, and he says he deserves better. And he talked about the fans not buying his merchandise, and you're gonna, buy the Punk merchandise or Orange Cassidy merchandise, or listen to whatever Eddie Kingston has to say. But I want to be on TV, and these fans, you're just leaving money on the table. Stokely says, "What are you doing?" And Stokely, they just got him going around trying to manage anybody right now. So I guess he gave him a business card, and they both walked away. Then Everrise and Anna Jay were out there in the back cutting a promo about the AEW Galaxy and Jericho. Anna Jay has become more cringe every week with these bad promos, and her now just randomly choking out people in the back. I'm gonna choke you out. I'm gonna choke you out. It sounds bad. Okay, it sounds very bad. Just a bad promo. Next, the dumpster match was next. The Acclaim and the Gun Club. The Gun Club ended up getting attacked by, you know, the Acclaim. The Gun Club ended up getting attacked by the Acclaim. Billy was attacked first. He got, they threw him into the dumpster, I believe. Next, they started beating up the rest of them with a trash can until Max Caster did start the rap then. And you kind of late on the whole Vince McMahon retire thing, which I knew AEW couldn't really help themselves doing that thing, which once again, I'm stand by what I say. It was more of a strategical move than a retirement. It wasn't really a real retirement. Just more of a strategical move until Vince can get his shit settled out right now. So, and the whole Joe Biden COVID whatever test and whatnot. But yeah, it's still a strategical move, not a retirement. Just basically for the public to think it's a retirement. Um, right after that, the Acclaim did go against the Gun Club, but it was an okay match. I think, the feud was whatever. I know they have rap battles and stuff and all that, um, and everything, which, take a give. In a way, when you think of with the Gun Club and Acclaim, some would say it's almost like the match, I think it was on Raw, or basically WrestleMania 14 when it was the New Age Outlaws going against Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie, and Cactus Jack out there for the tag title. So think about that. Which the Acclaim did get the win, throw them into the trash can, and they end up pushing them out onto the off the stage. Which they kind of struggled a minute to get it there because I think they almost knocked it off. They had to pause themselves so they actually knock it over because a bunch of styrofoam and it was on cardboard and stuff. So there you go. Um, I guess they hyped up Rampage and Battle of the Belts for this Friday and Saturday. Madison Rain will be there. I believe she's a coach now. It was announced today. Mance Warner. Listen, I'm not gonna go about the whole Ric Flair show. I did see the Ric Flair show. I probably should have reviewed it, but I'm guess no point really to at this point. I thought it was a pretty good show though. I will say that about the whole Ric Flair last match show. I'll say Flair looked 3 out of the 4 quarters of that match. He looked good until the end. I couldn't tell if he was selling or he was just really that gassed out there. And hey, he did survive and he did not die out there. So there you go. The rest of the show wasn't that bad. I did not care for that bunkhouse brawl, whatever thing, because one, I didn't really care much about GCW. Mance Warner, I heard he was pretty good, but when I see guys like Jelly Nutella and Nick Cage out there, I can't really care about GCW that much or whoever's really there in general. And I'm surprised one of them are going to be on Rampage. But then again, like I said, that Rampage card looks ass. Now, as for Battle of the Belts, Konosuke Takeshita versus Claudio, ROH title, that's something I want to see. But in the main event, we did get Chris Jericho and Wheeler Yuta to see who would, for the Quake at the Lake AEW title shot. Pretty good match. I enjoyed it. Not bad. Claudio was there, I guess even the odds against the Everrise guys, which they all ended up getting thrown to the back. But it wasn't a bad match out there. Jericho ended up getting a low blow onto you know, a low blow on Wheeler Yuta while Donald Stevens was not looking the referee. Yuta tried to pinfall, but did not work. Jericho ended up getting to the Lion Tamer, which, he ended up tapping out Wheeler Yuta. Jericho did. Jericho wouldn't let go of the hold. John Moxley came out for the save then. But Jericho said, Moxley, you want the last survivor of Stu Hart's dungeon. You're going to get it. You just open Pandora's box. He's going to stretch the shit out of him. And he's going to take that AEW world title and win. And, he Garen FNTs it. Okay. So, like I said, not a bad main event. So this is a pretty good show that kind of built itself a little bit better this week and not going all crazy shit all over this place. Could it say now that Tony Khan wants to pay attention to see what Triple H and them are doing? Maybe, but then again, it's almost like we saw what we saw a few years ago and whatnot, and see who will do all the crazy booking first. Right now, AEW is just trying to fight for ratings at this point because it ain't been looking good in general. Rampage, that just looks fucking horrible right now. Okay, Rampage is nothing to really care about. All right, like in the beginning, Rampage was good, but now I feel like the only time you really can care about Rampage if it's actually live TV. Right now, it's just random matches out of the week. Like what was it last Friday? Ruby Riott and Anna Jay and the fans start walking out on the show. What does that really tell you? Okay, it's like my friend told me we went from CM Punk debuting in the United Center, where it was a big deal, and now we got people walking out on Rampage at this point. Okay, so it's like unless the show is live, or if it's a card that people care about, then maybe it's watchable. Because right now, it's just random matches like Dark 3.0 now at this point. So, and like I said, the ratings look like shit. Okay, they look like shit right now. So, I don't know where Rampage goes. That's why I don't even review Rampage that much anymore because I feel like it's nothing to really talk about. I mean, if it is, it's probably like one thing to talk about that's important. And unless it's live, then it's actually reviewable. Then, so like I said, Rampage is just it's like shit. WCW Thunder did better than this, okay? But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.